I have an absolutely important emergency video that you guys need to watch. The market could be heading lower, but in this video, I'm going to be telling you if you should be selling, should you be panicking. I'm going to be telling you exactly what is happening and what you should do if you hold cryptocurrencies. So make sure you watch this video until the end. You cannot miss anything that I have in store for you today. What's up, Miles? Ladies and gentlemen here. Make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you do not miss these time-sensitive videos about cryptocurrencies that I make every single day. And if you love cryptocurrencies, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate the support because it will help to get these videos out there to people who need to hear this information. Now, if you want to get access to the most profitable trading community for cryptocurrencies, we buy cryptos right when they launch. We're making a whole bunch of money even while the market is down. If you want to get access to that, speak to me on the phone. We can go over your current portfolio, move some things around. We have a VIP Discord. We have a whole bunch of things over there that can make you money in crypto. Go ahead and check it out. The link will be in my video description. Also, if you want 2 free stocks worth up to $3,500, go ahead and create a WEBULL account. With the link in my video description below, all you have to do is create an account, deposit 1 penny with an account, and they will send you 2 free stocks worth up to $3,500. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive straight into the video, but make sure you also follow all of my socials and check out all the links in my video description. So as we are seeing, the whole market is continually going down and down and down. And any sign of green, there might be 1%, maybe 2%, and then boom, it continues to go down and down. And all of this is triggered by fear. People are extremely fearful. Retail investors, the whales, there's just so much manipulation out there, and I'm going to be explaining to you exactly what is happening. So the market is red, and you need to watch my previous videos, my last couple of videos where I go in depth and in detail for some reasons why the market is continuing to crash. But one thing is for certain, the market is continuing to crash because there is a lot of fear regarding the new flu strains. In addition to that, because of what the Fed has been speaking about with tapering, inflation, and so forth. And as we know, around the 10th of each month, there is the inflation reading, the CPI data or reading, which is called the Consumer Price Index, which apparently measures inflation, but I don't believe that it does because it's only measuring the prices of goods that are continuing to increase. So they use that and balance that as a factor to measure inflation. So because inflation and the readings of inflation, the CPI data continues to go higher and higher every single month and hit historical highs, people are fearing that next week is going to be another key level, which is going to trigger another panic and fear mode in everyone. So the last couple of times, the CPI has continued to rise, which when the data is read and made public causes the stock market and cryptos to go down. But cryptos have been going down because they are going to be bringing inflation down. That is the Fed and the Treasury and what they're going to be doing to combat inflation. So they've said that they are going to be bringing inflation down, and that's why we are starting to see red, because cryptos are usually a hedge against inflation, and now people are realizing that cryptos are no longer going to be a hedge against inflation, so they are selling their cryptos. But people actually aren't selling their cryptos because of this. What's actually happening is whales are using these pieces of news to sell and to dump their cryptos to cause panic and to make people think that cryptos are dumping for those particular reasons, and that is market manipulation. The whales, what they do is they all dump at the same time, and they dump a lot. And whenever there are huge drops in the crypto market, as we are seeing this very second, people like me and you, retail investors, traders, and just regular people in general who hold cryptocurrencies become fearful and think that they should sell all of their positions so that they can buy in at a cheaper price, which sometimes may or may not work out for them. Trying to time the market is extremely risky, extremely difficult, and it is best recommended not to be selling all of your positions waiting for a drop, but it is best recommended to dollar cost average, meaning that every time there are significant drops, to buy these drops and to add to your current portfolio, which brings your average cost down. And once the market recovers, you actually begin to make more profits. That's basically what is happening, and people are actually anticipating the drop next week, so they're selling now. And a lot of times when people over anticipate something and react to an event that's far away, the negative event actually turns into a bullish event, because if there is higher inflation and people are selling because the government's going to be lowering inflation and there's higher inflation next week, it could actually push cryptos up, even though it's a bad thing for the economy overall, but also good for cryptos because they are a hedge against inflation. So that's what's happening in the market, and that's why we are seeing continual red. The market is extremely bearish because any sign, look at this. We are looking at Ethereum. Ethereum just literally touched $3,000. Bitcoin literally just touched the support level of $40,000. But what's interesting to note is all of this information is very important if you hold Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, cryptos at any point, because look, today is the exact same price that Bitcoin was 1 year ago. We go all the way to the left, we can see Bitcoin was this exact number on the exact date. Absolutely crazy, very interesting to see. But here's the thing, opposite things were happening. At that period, there was a pretty significant correction and crash, and people were extremely greedy, and that caused the crash. But today, people are extremely fearful in the market, and we know that we haven't seen this level of 10 in a very long time. We are at extreme fear, a level of 10. Whenever there is extreme fear levels indicate that a bottom is near and very likely. Now, this bottom doesn't mean it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but it's very likely within the next couple of weeks that we are definitely going to start to see a recovery. Probably next week after the inflation flood, and maybe a couple of days after that, where markets can continue to recover psychologically and so forth. So I'm thinking that next week we are going to see green unless we start to see green this week. But last night, even this morning at 5 a.m., the market was actually beginning to recover, but then boom, immediately shut down. And as we take a look at this chart right here, we see Bitcoin forming a head and shoulders, and that is very, very bearish. And if we end up breaking down from $40,000 all the way to around $38,000, it would be very likely that Bitcoin will continue to break down to $28,000 to $30,000, which would not be good for any crypto at all, except certain small micro caps and so forth. So that is how the market is looking overall. It is very bearish. We continue to get lower lows, lower highs, and are breaking support levels and patterns left and right, and it is not holding up. We have not yet found a bottom, but we are probably very, very near the bottom. In the short term, ladies and gentlemen, cryptos are very bearish, but in the long term, if we zoom out at these charts and we see what's happening, we are very bullish still. We are still very bullish. In my opinion, I believe that cryptos will recover this year. I still believe that Bitcoin will hit over 100,000. I'm believing Ethereum, if it's moving like this, the market is moving like this very slow, but we do end up getting some bull runs. Ethereum could get close to our $10,000 price target. Those are my price targets this year for cryptocurrencies if all goes well. So I'm still bullish, and every trader is still bullish long term, at least on the longer time frames. But as the immediate short term is concerned, the daily, 4 hour, the 1 hour, and so forth, very bearish, very bearish. But we are nearing a bottom soon, in my opinion. Now, if you want to get access to crypto coins that are about to release or releasing, my Patreon, I'm giving you guys information beforehand where we can make lots of money. We just made a 50x investment just several days ago with a small coin. We have many more coins to go so that while the market is bearish, we can still make money. And even while the market is slowly recovering, we are doing short-term day trades and making money in crypto. So if you got something out of this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps to support the channel. Share this video with a friend or family member. Blow up the comment sections, and I read my comments. Don't forget that, and I will see you all later.